Hi guys, welcome to this session in Google Sheets. In this module, I want to show you a quick way of getting data on multiple sheets by using a simple formula. So I've got 4 sheets in this example, 3 months and then a total sheet. So I'm going to type some information on January and then I want that to be replicated on all the other sheets. Now in Excel I could use the grouping feature, but in Google Sheets there is no feature for that, so I'm going to have to use this method. So if I start in cell B2 and type week 1 and then just pull that across, so I'll get 5 weeks and then a total. Like so, and I'll just do income, expense and balance in column A. So income, expense and balance. And then I'll do a little formula in here, which is just going to be equals that cell minus the one below it, that one, and press enter on that. And then I could just get 0, there's no figures there, pull that across. And then here I want to do the sum function, click on the sum function, and it doesn't pick anything up, but if I highlight that space and press enter, it should pick that up, and then pull that one down like so. And then all of this needs to be into pounds, so highlight all of that, click on the pound sign, and I also want this formatted slightly different to this. So if I highlight that area there, go to the little paint pot and select orange or something. If I highlight all of this, I want to put borders on, so I'll click on borders. I want all borders, that one. And then I just need to do a title, call it sales and marketing. Sales and marketing. And then I want to have that merged and centered in the across the top like that. Like that. So we've got it merged and centered. So that's all I want on that sheet. So now I need to link it up with the other one. So if I go into Feb and start in the top and just type equals and then come back to Jan and click on the title, press enter on that. That's brought that in. Now I should be able to pull that down, and then you can see it picking it up there. You get the idea, come across like that. So it's bringing that up, and then across again, it's bringing that up. I'll have to do the merge and center bit again. Just center that, merge that as well, like so, and then put the formatting back on. So it's slightly quicker than typing it out all the time, but it's obviously not as good as what Excel is, because Excel would have actually done all that in one go, which would make this a lot easier than it is now. So to pick a different color. And then the same thing is going to be done on March. So I'm just going to type equals, doesn't matter which one I go for, go down for January, click into this center cell, press enter, and then pull that down. And then pull it across, come down too far, but it doesn't matter. I won't bother colouring this one in, and then the total sheet is going to be the same. So equals, go down to Jan, click on the cell you want, press enter, and then pull it down, let go, and then across, and then let go. Okay, so once you've done that, there's a few things I need to fix. I need to get rid of these 2 columns first of all, so I want to highlight column E and F, and I want to delete these 2 columns. Right click, delete columns E and F. I want to change that to Jan, pull that over to Feb and March, and then I just need to delete these 2 off that I've done already. So that's okay, but what you've got here are formulas. So you see these formulas because we copied the whole sheet. So basically I need to get rid of all these formulas. I'm deleting that, and this formula I need to do it again. It just needs to look at this row here, these three. Press enter on that and then pull that one down like so. Now this one is also looking at formulas, so I need to redo this again. So it's going to be equals that minus that. So basically what you're doing, you've got the format correct. You're still going to have to come and do the formulas and make sure that's all correct. So these are all how it should be now. Make that into pounds and those two into pounds. Should have highlighted the whole thing actually. The whole thing should be in pounds. So on each of these ones that we copied, so January should be okay. I've just typed 10 and 5 there, so check that works. But there's no formulas in this orange area, but there is on February. All of this is linking through, so I need to delete it off. And I need to do the same on March, and then redo March as well. So there's no formulas there coming from January. Get rid of them. And then just redo those formulas here. So February, that's just going to be equals B3 minus B4. Press enter on that one. Pull that over. So it's quicker in terms of getting the formatting the same. You probably don't want to do the formulas to start with when you're doing this. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done the formulas because they're now taking me longer to get rid of them. Pull that one down. Make everything into pounds, so that's clear. Pounds there. And then last but not least, March. So equals B3 minus B4. Press enter. Pull that across. And then sum. Press enter on that. Pull that down. And then what we need to do is link it up. So if I go, pull that down, make all of that into pounds, come back onto the total sheet. So the total sheet now needs linking up. So from here, I'm going equals down to Jan, clicking on B3. That's what I want. Pressing enter, and it brings that through. That £10. Pull that down. That works, and that's picking it up. So do the same for Feb. Equals Feb. There's no figures on February, so I could put some on there. Press enter, pull that down, and then March equals down to March. Click on the cell you want, press enter, pull it down. Now on February and March I need to just type some figures in there to check this. So I'll just do it for week 1. 10 for income, 5 for expense. Checking that the formulas are all working okay. I'll do this for March as well. 10 and 5. 10 and 5. So what you should get is on the total sheet, you should get 3015. If I go to the total sheet, 3015, so that's right. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video. Basically how you can get the same format on multiple sheets. Probably in hindsight, like I said already, don't do the formulas on the sheets when you're doing it. It's mainly just for formatting, but you get the layout the same and then do the formulas afterwards. So hopefully this little video is of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.